Hi there, and welcome to another episode of English Up. When my mother packs my lunch in the morning, she always tells me that good health is above good wealth. To stay healthy, we should watch what we eat, avoid bad habits, and exercise regularly. And today, we're going to take a look at food and eating habits in Great Britain.
Today in English Up. Eating habits in Great Britain. The traditional British breakfast, lunch, tea time, and dinner.
People all over the world have more or less the same eating habits. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner are common in many cultures, although British people have old eating habits. Let's watch a video and learn more about English eating traditions.
British people have traditional eating habits. They include having 4 meals per day. Traditional British breakfast usually begins with cereal and a cup of coffee. This may be followed by bacon and eggs. The midday meal is called lunch. It often consists of soup or a sandwich, and sometimes a small dessert. 4 o'clock in the afternoon is tea time. During tea time, people usually have a cake and, of course, a cup of tea with milk. Dinner is served in the evening at around 7 o'clock. This is a large meal of soup, fish or meat, vegetables, and a sweet dessert.
As you can see, British people have special cuisine and eating habits. Now, let's take a test to see what you remember.
Are the sentences true or false? Traditional British breakfast usually begins with soup and a cup of coffee. False. Traditional British breakfast usually begins with cereal and a cup of coffee. The midday meal is called dinner. False. The midday meal is called lunch. Tea time is served in the afternoon at 4 o'clock. True. 4 o'clock in the afternoon is tea time.
Good job. That was easy. Now, let's take a test to see if you remember what most British people have for meals.
Group the words. Which of the meals are served for breakfast? And which of the meals are served for dinner? Cereal and eggs are served for breakfast. Soup and dessert are served for dinner.
Excellent. Keeping traditions is good, but what is tasty is not always what is healthy.
Coming up next. Tips on a healthy diet. Uses of much, many, and a lot of, with countable and uncountable nouns.
Do you eat a lot of sweets and drink too much soda? Let's listen to the conversation of 2 friends to see what other people do to lose weight and stay healthy.
haven't seen you in ages. You've lost weight, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
How did you do it?
Well, I changed my diet and started exercising.
Really? What did you change?
Well, I used to eat a lot of sweets and too much soda.
Yeah, so you just don't eat sweets anymore, or?
No, not as much. And I don't eat as much for breakfast.
How many eggs would you have for breakfast?
I don't usually eat eggs. Like, I prefer bread or cereal with my coffee.
But do you drink a lot of water?
Yes, I do. And I try to drink 4 glasses a day.
What about lunch? What would you have for lunch?
Well, I try to eat a lot of vegetables and fruits.
Do you ever eat meat, or?
I don't eat too much meat, unless I'm at a barbecue.
So, what made you want to go on your diet? What made you change?
Well, I sort of met a boy.
Tell me everything.
So, are you jealous? Do you follow the same diet, or do you feel like changing it? Take a small test and see if you remember the tips our friends share. Okay.
Choose the correct answer. I changed my diet and started exercising. I prefer bread or cereal with my coffee. I try to drink 4 glasses of water a day.
Well done. Have you noticed which words we use when we tell someone how much food we've eaten or how much drink we drink? No? Well, let's listen to our dialogue one more time and make sure you pay attention to the words that are used before the nouns.
Well, I used to eat a lot of sweets and too much soda.
Yeah, so you just don't eat sweets anymore, or?
No, not as much. And I don't eat as much for breakfast.
How many eggs would you have for breakfast?
I don't usually eat eggs. Like, I prefer bread or cereal with my coffee.
But do you drink a lot of water?
Yes, I do. And I try to drink 4 glasses a day.
What about lunch? What would you have for lunch?
Well, I try to eat a lot of vegetables and fruits.
Do you ever eat meat, or?
I don't eat too much meat, unless I'm at a barbecue.
I hope you noticed that before the nouns, our girls used the quantifiers. Much, many, and a lot of. So we use much with uncountable nouns. Much soda, much meat. And we use many with countable nouns. Many eggs, many sweets. We use a lot of before countable and uncountable nouns. A lot of water, a lot of fruit, a lot of vegetables. Now, let's check what you've learned.
Fill in the gaps with much, many, and a lot of. I used to eat a lot of sweets and drink too much soda. How many eggs do you eat for breakfast? I don't eat too much meat.
Good job, you did really well. Now you know what eating habits people in Great Britain have and what food they eat for meals. You also learned that in order to lose weight, you need to eat a lot of fruit and vegetables, drink a lot of water, don't eat many sweets, and don't drink too much soda. As for me, thanks to my mum, she's watching my diet and always helps me stay healthy. See you next time on English Up, and finally, I can eat my lunch.